Tidy touch. Lovely, lovely, delicate touch. That's going to run away for a boundary. That's really good batting. That's another 50 for Tom Cooper. Back-to-back half centuries for the elegant right-hander.
Well batted, Tom Cooper. Coming at a tough time. 8 for 3, but he's responded well by coming out with that intent and energy, and he's turned it into the Dutch's favour. 50 or 50 balls. It's the 5 4s and 2 6s. This one, the most delicate of the lot.
Ball is out.
Googly at the back of the hand. You've got a very good googly, Shadab Khan. It's really his wicket taking ball, his danger ball. Out the back of the hand, just have a look. Looking for indicators as a batter. At the back of the hand, so it'll turn back into the right-handed bat.
No.
They're over. Ticks by. 77 for 3. Apologies if you heard a bit of foul language through the stump mic. Well, good job here, good repair job from Baz de Leede and Tom Cooper. Partnership 69 at good pace. Beautiful, sunny, warm afternoon. We're going to have double spin. Mohammad Nawaz was a good all-round cricketer, left arm orthodox. A little bit of purchase out of the surface on Tuesday afternoon. Talented striker of the ball down the order as well. Good all-round cricketer to call upon. Out of the surface on Tuesday afternoon. Talented striker of the ball down the order as well. Good all-round cricketer to call upon. Out of the surface on Tuesday afternoon. Talented striker of the ball down the order as well. Good all-round cricketer to call upon. For Mohammad Nawaz. Out of the surface on Tuesday afternoon. Talented striker of the ball down the order as well. Good all-round cricketer to call upon. For Mohammad Nawaz. Out of the surface on Tuesday afternoon. The striker of the ball down the order as well. Good all-round cricketer to call upon. For Mohammad Nawaz. Out of the surface. On the attack, it's Baz de Leede right away. I like that from the Netherlands. Much better against spin already today. It's a small sample size, but already a lot more aggressive.
Showing that intent, using the crease, going back, looking to hit square of the wicket, and then looking to get down the wicket, looking to get forward. Play with a big full face. Love the way they've gone about it.
Oh, energy. Oh yeah, good ball, Ledge.
Again, Baz de Leede, that head position, falling over the offside, seen it all summer. Against spin especially, and seam. Just tends to get sucked a little bit to the offside and ends up playing across the line of the ball, head down the pitch.
Oh yes,
Tidy start from Mohamed Nawaz. 18 done, 80 for 3. Baz the Leida watched him closely all summer. That head position and that foot, because the head position is slightly offside, we're talking a couple of inches. Foot not getting in a good position, a strong position, balanced position. Contact point not quite so good. Baz the Leida, Tom Cooper doing a stellar job repairing some early damage. Chopped away, beautifully played, lovely placement, timing, perfection. Tom Cooper playing on a beautiful plane at the moment. This is excellent. Well, this is excellent from Tom Cooper. Look at the depth of the crease. Brian Murgatroyd alongside me. You enjoyed that.
Gosh, I'm really enjoying Tom Cooper's batting over these last couple of days. He really has looked in prime touch.
Lovely at the back of the hand, Googly. Well, Brian, I know you love your stats. You're there all night working through your stats. You don't sleep. You told me you don't sleep because stats are running through your mind. Beautiful Googly at the back of the hand. Tom Cooper today, the only Netherlands batter to score a boundary.
Well, it's as if he's been playing on a different pitch, isn't it? He really has been exceptional.
That's the kind of stat that will keep you up all night. Wouldn't it? 4 in the morning, you just be restless, turning from side to side in your hotel room, trying to fathom how 85 have been scored. Only one player scored a boundary.
Again, the point that Niall O'Brien was making, Baz de Leida just falling over to the offside a little bit.
I'll tell you what he does, Brian. When he comes down, instead of coming down the pitch, he comes this way, a little bit offside.
And too much bottom hand there for that one.
Baz de Leida coming down the pitch, instead of coming down straight towards the line, he's a little bit offside. So his balance is a little bit off, talking small margins. When he stays home in the crease, he's absolutely fine. It's when he comes down the pitch. Another over ticks by, 86 for 3. Tom Cooper intercepting the ball much further out, getting into the ball, getting weight transfer in, using his reach. He's tall, obviously an advantage as opposed to some of the shorter batters, but it's the commitment to the stroke which has been impressive. Just coming back to that Baz de Leida, back against the West Indies, it seems a long time ago. Akil Hussain through the gate. Baz de Leida came down the pitch, got himself offside of the ball and cleaned him up through the gate. It's really important when you're coming down the pitch to spin that you keep your eyes level. At the moment, de Leida's 10 to 15% off. When you watch Tom Cooper connect down the ground, his eyes are really level and the head is still on impact.
Just consolidating here, this pair. Partnership 81 from 102 deliveries. 8 for 3 they were when they came together.
Gotcha!
End of the over, 20 gone, and the Dutch 89 for 3. Game's just meandering a little bit from a Pakistan perspective. The spinners are on, they're bowling tidily enough. Is there anything Babar can do, I wonder, to be a bit more proactive here? Just try and take the initiative.
Good support in the field. They weren't great in the field on Tuesday. Pakistan put down a couple of catches. Imam himself dropped an absolute goober at short cover. 5 men inside the ring. Lofted. Nicely played. Plenty of vacant real estate out in the cover boundary. That's a good shot from Babar. Babar has no slip in play. The ball isn't turning a great deal. The googly is turning, so Babar, in discussion with his leg spinner, is probably thinking, not sure it's going to be off the outside edge. He's got raw pace. He's got pace he can use, and he's got plenty of overs up his sleeves with the likes of Haris Rauf and Naseem Shah. So at the moment, I think Babar Azam will be pretty happy. The Netherlands aren't getting away. Nicely at the back of the hand. It's his strength, really, Shadab Khan. So I think at the moment Pakistan are happy and Babar Azam is happy because Netherlands aren't getting away. Their fielders are close, which I like. The fielders inside the ring, they're not sitting back waiting. So they're trying to be proactive and stop the singles.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely, really lovely from Shadab Khan. Good control, 91 for 3.
ना उसको समझ आ रही ना हमें आ रही क्या करे.
Haris Rauf at the end of that last over, just giving our cameraman a hug. The spinners are operating tidily at the moment, but particularly when Baz de Leider's on strike, I just wonder if either long off or long on can come up into the circle just to add a little bit of pressure.
Well, I reckon Tom Cooper's going to go downtown. I reckon he's itching to get down the pitch here to Nawaz. I think Mohammad Nawaz just saw Tom Cooper's foot just twitch. We might try and get that video for you again, that footage. I reckon Tom Cooper's left foot just twitches upon release. This the ball. Yeah, I reckon Tom Cooper wants to get down the pitch and Nawaz says, I just see you, Tom Cooper, and I'll call you like a game of poker.
Nice. With de Leider on strike, though, I really would like to see either a long off or a long on come up just to ratchet up the pressure a little bit on him. He's 21 off 49. Force him to do something different to get off strike.
Lovely touch. That's a beautiful shot. Mohammad Haris Rauf in the chase holds it. That's a good touch from Baz Deleda. Actually, I think what Baber is saying on this surface, it's probably easier to hit over the top if the infield is in. Nice touch from Baz Deleda, sliding on with the arm. Plays it lovely and late. On the charge, man is back, he's just going to watch it. That goes all the way, good hit. Really good connection, not worried about the man on the fence. 100 up.
Some great positivity from Baz Deleda. Slapping it into the side screen. Not a particularly long boundary straight. And the first boundary that's been struck by a Dutch batsman who isn't Tom Cooper.
Just to go back to my point, this pitch, if you bowl back of the length like the spinners ball now, I think it's going to be easier to get down and hit the ball for a boundary as opposed to shuffle down and pump it down the ground for a single. So I think that's Babar Azam's thinking, and it seems to be proving right.
Cooper didn't run his bat in there, and that's got the Pakistan players excited, and it's got Nitin Bhatti going upstairs.
TV umpire to director. There's an umpire review for a run out. You can have your side on angle, please. Okay, slow it down. The bat is touched behind the crease. Okay, can you freeze it? I'm ready with my decision. My decision is not out. I repeat, not out.
Tom Cooper just dropping his bat over the line there and getting a little bit fortunate. End of the over though, 22 gone, 101 for 3.
Thanks, Gail.
Riz, I still think your left's gone there.
Well, the one thing we haven't seen so far from either side thus far is any horseplay. Change of bowling here. Kushdil Shah into the attack. Didn't see him bowl on Tuesday. Very central figure, of course, with the bat. Late acceleration that he helped provide. He got 21 from 18 balls.
A good opportunity here for the Netherlands to attack. Part-time spin with Kushdil Shah. Not a huge turner of the ball, and if Netherlands are thinking somewhere around that 300 mark, which Piers Fletcher alluded to at the pitch report, these are the overs they need to target.
Just the 2 wickets for Kushdil in one-day internationals. Both of them came in that series against Australia in Lahore in March and April of this year. Both actually came in the match that saw Pakistan successfully chase 349. Arm ball from Kushdil.
Oh yes!
Originally from Banu in the Northwest Frontier Province.
Bye. Yeah. No, that's not the first impact. Stand by. Yeah, it's a fair delivery.
Just checking that that was a fair delivery, that last one. It was. That'll go away for 4. Good shot from Cooper again. Boy, he's in good touch. He really is. 23 overs gone. 108 break for 3, and that's the 100 partnership. What a terrific stand this has been. It's the highest partnership of the series thus far for the Netherlands. Remember, Cooper and Vikramjit Singh added 97 on Tuesday.
ये सिंगल वैसे भी हो जाता थोड़ा इस तरफ होके आगे आ जा ये सामने वाला सिंगल नहीं रुक रहा निकल रहा है बॉल आज नहीं वो थोड़ा सा वहाँ डिफिकल्ट है ये बस करी जा शाबाश शाबाश
That's good. Good cricket. Two fielders inside the ring on the offside looking to save one, but both batsmen very keen to rotate the strike. It was a problem that Baz de Leede had against Afghanistan in January in Doha. He couldn't tick the strike over against the spinners, but he's done it there.
Yes, good bowling.
Baz de Leide's last 10 dismissals in ODI, 6 against spin. So it's definitely an area that Baz de Leede, I'm sure, is concentrating on, is working on. Fine young cricketer, but just one area he's probably just trying to improve a little bit on.
That turned. Slow spin, but it turned appreciably.
Yeah, good grip. Just 50 miles an hour, so it's not as if Mohammad Nawaz really drove the ball into the surface. Same pitch as Tuesday. It's going to get more difficult as the afternoon goes on.
Yes, that'll be an encouraging sight from a Dutch perspective. They've got a bowl second here today.
Yeah, and got some good spinners. Aryan Dat off spinner. Tim Pringle is left arm orthodox, so they'll be licking their lips. They'll be saying, get me 300. Get 300 on the board.
24 overs gone, 109 for 3. Scores. Piers Fletcher was talking about something just under 300 as being a score they'd be looking for, the Dutch. That's a good shot from de Leede, taking advantage of a bit of width, and that'll go away for 4. The outfield quickening up as the morning and early afternoon has set in.
Well, 4 or 5 boundaries in this area against spin today. So Netherlands have either been on the front foot trying to go down the ground, or else using the crease really well. It's too short, too wide. It deserved a boundary. Placement was really good. Partnership really good here. 105 now.
Now, the one thing about Baz de Leede that I haven't seen a great deal of, very rarely, if ever, do we see him sweep.
He likes to get down the pitch, likes to present a full face. It's a really good shot. Excellent shot from Baz de Leede. Finding that blade nicely. Yeah, he likes to play down the ground or those cut shots. Not a huge sweeper of the ball. I don't mind that. He's backing himself to get down the pitch and hit good, strong shots. You obviously need to have all the shots, you need sweeps, but I'm sure Bas de Leede has that in his armoury, but at the moment, operating differently. This is poor bowling. Push to the showers. Well, should have been 2. Poor running. It was a poor bit of bowling and a poor bit of running. Should have been 2 on the misfield.
Fair delivery, fair delivery.
And a poor bit of fielding as well.
Have a look at the running here. De Leede wants 2 initially, then realises it's gone straight to the mat, and then they stop. There was a misfield out on the boundary. There would have been a comfortable 2.
Cooper will keep the strike. 8 off the over. 117 for 3.
Halfway stage, the Netherlands are 117 for 3.
First power play for the Dutch, 35 for 3. Since then, they've done a good job.
Oh,
No one likes this ground in terms of one-day international cricket better than Tom Cooper. No one's got more one-day international runs on this ground than Tom Cooper. Out, caught and bowled, it's stuck in the pitch, he went back, looked initially to cut it I think, but the ball just held, and he's just ended up, Tom Cooper, popping it straight back to the bowler. A wicket out of absolutely nothing there.
Well, we saw one in the previous over hold and bite, and I think this holds in the surface ever so slightly, yeah, and a little bit of grip. I reckon he's going to try and pump that down the ground, actually off the back foot. Mohamed Nawaz, right on cue. Needed that wicket, they got it. Cooper played well for his 66, 117 for 4.
Netherlands captain Scott Edwards to the crease. He played beautifully on Tuesday for an unbeaten 71 from just 60 balls. And 4 50s in a row in one-day international cricket. He passed the half-century in each innings of the series against England. His best of 86, that's against Afghanistan in Doha. And this is why he's here.
Just holding in the surface. Not for the first time, it's happened 2 or 3 times against the finger spin, not necessarily against the wrist spin. An easy catch. Easy as you like for Mohamed Nawaz. And Tom Cooper, well, he's dejected. He played so well. It's the softest missile. Just when the Netherlands were getting on top, hand back a bit of momentum, a bit of initiative to the Pakistan side. An opportunity to really curtail Scott Edwards, the new man. Well, you can't ask for a man in better form in world cricket, not just Netherlands cricket. Seeing it like a beach ball.
The interesting thing here is that Edwards is coming in with spin at both ends, and he'll like that. just wondering if Babar Azam will have it in mind to think to himself, now Edwards has come in, let's get some of the quicks back on.
Yeah, Harris Ralph has been warming up. I reckon we might see Harris Ralph from the pavilion end to bowl a bit of gas, bowl a bit of pace. Kushtil Shah, the part-time left armour, hasn't been overly impressive. Babar Azam will fancy his quicks to maybe make a couple of inroads and put the Netherlands on the back foot. Doesn't look confident when he comes down the pitch, Baz de Leede. He's itching to get down the surface, you could tell. Just doesn't look like he really backs himself to hit through the line. That's the speedster there. Harris Ralph, what an operator he is. Box office.
Well, it's very interesting. He was just at the front of our commentary box where he's been fielding for most of the day, and he was chatting with you, just checking what his speeds were in his first spell.
Yeah, and I told the fib, I said you were bowling 95 miles an hour. It was only 90, Harris. I was just bigging him up, pumping his tyres. Lovely guy.
Successful over for Mohamed Nawaz, and the Dutch are 119 for 4. Manuru and Van Beek, the next two batsmen to come, and then we're into the tail. So a lot of responsibility on these two players. They've got to bat for a long time to get the Dutch into some sort of position. Selfies galore. And as we predicted, Harris Ralph coming back, operating once again from the pavilion end. Very impressive opening spell.
He cleaned up Max O'Dowd earlier on. Average speed 88 miles an hour. That's good gas, good wheels, as they say in the professional game. No slip and play. 5 men inside the ring. Watch out for your stumps, Baz de Leede. The end of Max O'Dowd. It's a pretty full ball, to be fair. I think Max O'Dowd will be sitting back in the sheds thing. That's a half volley. Doesn't quite get his momentum and head into the line of ball. I reckon if Max O'Dowd, who's a very good player, is facing that ball in a bowling machine, he's going to commit to that ball and crunch that through the extra cover region.
Well, we're at the VOC in Rotterdam, and the mascot, or the emblem on the flag of VOC, is the bloodhound. And there's a very interesting story behind that emblem. Apparently in the early 1920s, VOC were playing in a football final, and they came very close to winning it and ended up on the losing side. And the following day, in the media, one of the newspapers said that even though VOC were on the wrong end of the result, they played like bloodhounds. And, well, the name stuck. So they've been the bloodhounds for the last 100 years.
I'll tell you, if I had a seat, I'd be on the edge of it right now.
Yes, that's all.
It's a tough school, isn't it?
I told you on Tuesday, leave the jokes to me.
It's not a joke, it's the truth.
Good band all the same, the Bloodhound Gang. Back in the 90s. Slip in play. That fielder was at mid-on. He heard Brian Murgatroyd's story and he ran to slip.
Oh, that's great. Great work from Shadab at short extra cover. He's very close in there. Had the reactions of a cat.
Yeah, half volley. Scott Edwards getting good momentum into the stroke. Very good Shadab. All-round cricketer, three-dimensional cricketer, bat, ball, field. Sought after around the world, Shadab Khan, in the franchise circuit. Very good opening spell by Harris Rao. Good pace, 88-mile-an-hour average speed. The line is very good, just banging away at a good length. Very rarely goes too full. And that wicket ball, Max O'Dowd, in the slot, almost half volley-like. Very, very good Harris Rao. Always attacking, always looking for poles.
Good comeback over from the big quick, just 2 runs from it. Dutch 121 for 4. $14 overs of pace, 13 overs of spin thus far. I mentioned earlier about Mohamed Nawaz. His opening spell on Tuesday was 6 overs for 18. He's into his 6th over now, 1 for 19. They need to find a way of getting on top of him a little bit more, the Dutch, don't they?
Well, Scott Edwards will be sweeping. Good chance this ball or the next ball, Scott Edwards, the Netherlands captain, is going to get that brush out and sweep it. One of the best sweepers going around the game.
Scott Edwards loves a sweep, and he'll sweep on length, he won't sweep on line.
Oh, it's a beauty. More spin for Mohamed Nawaz. No slip in play though. Harris Rep very wet in front of that screen. A lot of water yesterday afternoon, a lot of rain fell and off the covers. This is a beauty.
Relatively new to the crease, you could make an argument for saying there should be a slip in there, but there's a slip here. There. Could have been nasty.
Yeah, it could be nasty. It could be calf, Achilles. It was very damp this morning. It was a lot of rain yesterday. Yeah, no slip in play. Slightly surprising.
There is the reverse sweep. Just tell us, Niall, what that means when a batsman sweeps on line, or sweeps on length rather than line.
Well, when you're sweeping on length, you can sweep from any part of the ground. Scott Edwards, when he plays a reverse sweep, just keep an eye on this as the game goes on. He keeps his bat very low. He doesn't pick his bat up at all when he goes on a reverse sweep. We saw that earlier in the summer. So when you want to sweep on length, generally when you're practicing your sweep shot with your with your coach at the indoor school, wherever you do your work in the nets down your club, he'll throw the ball on length and it gives you the chance to get down and sweep as opposed to the line. If you start sweeping on line, it takes a whole different equation because you've got to work out where your off stump is as opposed to nailing the length. That's my sweep length, about 4 metre length, as opposed to 6 metre where pacers are trying to bowl. Beauty, Nick, gone!
Edwards is thinking about a review. He's going to have a chat with his partner. He's either nicked it or he hasn't. And he knows he's got the outside edge, and so he's on his way.
Well, this is brilliant from Mohammad Nawaz. He's just starting to turn it nicely. Last 2 or 3 overs, just seeing the ball grip. Have a listen to this. Yeah, Nick, definite Nick. Mohammad Rizwan knows it straight away. Nawaz knew it. Umpire Goff, the most important man. Finger up, he knew it. Captain's got to go, not his day today. Gone for 5, Netherlands, 125 for 5.
Teja Nidamanuru in at number 7. Danger time for the Netherlands. The last recognised batsman, with all due respect to Logan van Beek. Nidamanuru getting a half century on debut against the West Indies in May. Pakistan fan there, literally. This is why Nidamanuru is here. Really good bowling from Mohammad Nawaz. Little feather, outside edge. There's confirmation. And the end of Scott Edwards' golden run. 4 half centuries in a row in one-day international cricket, but just 5 today. Pressure on these 2 batsmen now. Pierce Fletcher back in the commentary position alongside me, and Pierce, it's going to be difficult for these 2, isn't it, to know whether to stick or twist, because if they go and become too expansive they risk getting out, and there's so many overs still to go in this innings.
Last 2 recognised batsmen at the crease, so they've got a big job. Set up this final last 10 overs. Maybe that middle overs shortens because of these last 2 batters.
Pulled away beautifully by Deleda. The outfield slow on this side of the ground. That'll be checked to see whether that's gone for 4. Salman Aliaga out there at deep mid wicket.
Sure.
Beautiful timing from Deleda, but
slow it down here, slow it down. The ball hasn't touched the boundary as yet.
It's going to be 4.
Do you have a different angle to show me?
The rope there, if not his knee. Different angle though.
Yeah, probably.
My initial impression was that that's gone for 4. Some part of Salman Aliaga's body is touching the rope.
Well, yeah, I got one more.
Yeah, please, thank you.
This is the angle that might show us the most, I think.
Okay, the ball hasn't touched the boundary as yet. Hasn't touched. No, can you slow it down? No, I don't see the boundary move from this angle. Do you have a different angle to show me, please? Okay. Yeah, slow it down here. Yeah. Move forward, move forward.
Glad I'm not Rizwan Akram trying to adjudicate on this one.
No, I don't see the boundary.
Looks like his hand's touching the rope there as he's got the ball in his hand. We'll see. Apparently not. Runs, runs, runs.
Nidamanuru then to face his first ball. A little bit of pressure on Teja Nidamanuru as well, because after that half century, 58 not out from 51 balls against the West Indies at VRA in May.
Haris Rauf, he's been absolutely on fire today. He's had the ball on a string, and this one actually not online. But Nidamanuru does well just to get any bat on it. A great catch by Mohammad Rizwan behind the stumps. Haris Rauf, slight signal to his fast bowling partner Shaheen Shah there. Nidamanuru departs for none. Netherlands now 128 for 6 in an all sorts.
Logan van Beek coming in at number 8. Played pretty well a couple of days ago. Made 28 from 24 balls. This is why he's here.
Yeah, an offline delivery from Haris Rauf, and Nidamanuru just trying to tickle it down to finally before. Could only tickle as far as Mohammad Rizwan's gloves. Quite a big spike there in the end. That's what happens sometimes when you're out of form and you're looking for a boundary. Just things don't quite go for you. He absolutely gutted a long time to bat in front of him, but now that innings turns to again another salvage job. Dutch did so well to get back in this fixture. And the wickets of Cooper, Edwards, and now Nidamanuru just sets the Dutch back once more.
Yes, they lost 3 for 8 at the start of the innings, and now they've lost 3 for 11 in this run.
Yeah, the Dutch have been guilty of giving up these strong positions throughout the home summer. Getting themselves in places where, okay, they may have been in trouble, but then get themselves back in the contest. They've almost knocked themselves back out again.
Another successful over for Haris Rauf. That's 2 in succession for him, and the Dutch 128 for 6. Just 2 batsmen in double figures after winning the toss and batting the Dutch, and you don't win many matches from that sort of position.
It all depends on Bustelator, still only 22 years of age. Castellano and Logan Van Beek. A lot of work to do here. Generally what happens in these situations is you have to soak pressure once more, so those middle overs continue. See Mohamed Nawaz's lines absolutely brilliant. Straight lines, and he's been so consistent over these first 2 days of the tour. Tuesday he was excellent. That first spell only 1 for 18 off 6. Now today again he's just putting the ball in the right spot once more. 2 for 24 into his 7th.
He bowled that one, did Mohamed Nawaz, off 23 yards. Lovely variations.
Lovely skills from the left arm orthodox. Van Beek's foot did lift there.
Playing a miss.
Just shows you what confidence can do. Really to run in and understanding that the surface has a little bit in it, but still being able to hold true, not looking to go searching. That's what we saw on that Hawkeye. Being able to pitch the ball in the same spot, allowing the ball to turn when it does, and able to zip on and hit those pads.
Well, he's got it on a string at the moment.
He's been outstanding. He's come on, followed Mohamed Wasim Jr. from that far end, and he's just strung it up, as you've mentioned, Brian, and put the balls in beautiful areas that slip in now. He'll be waiting. He'll have his hands ready for a next.
Well, the turn that we're seeing from Mohamed Nawaz will... an overthrow. Haris Rauf there with the throw, not gathered by Rizwan. No wonder it wasn't gathered. Horrible return. Closer to the batsman.
Postcode.
Closer to the same batsman than it was to the keeper. End of the over. 30 gone, 130 for 6. Well, the way Mohamed Nawaz has bowled here, 7 overs, 2 for 25, the Dutch are going to be absolutely shaking their heads in the dressing room, because they're going to think, well, we won the toss, we wanted to bowl second because we thought there'd be some purchase in the surface for our spinners. Clearly there is purchase in the surface, but they haven't got the runs on the board as yet.
And these two batters out in the middle have had experience at international level. Slater and Logan Van Beek also play for the same club team, so they understand each other's batting quite well, and they'll be talking about what score can they get to, what can they scrape to that would be competitive. I think we're looking to get the big sledgehammer back out there again.
Let's have a look at all the wickets to have gone down so far. First of all, Vikramjit Singh. That was the first delivery that Nazim Shah bowled today. Max O'Dowd caught at mid-off. Wesley Baresi bowled off stump for the second match in a row. Cooper caught and bowled with a ball that stuck in the pitch. Edwards, a little feather from a ball that turned just enough. And Nidamanuru strangled down the leg side. In fact, we're going to have some drinks now. So the drinks break called, 30 gone. And the Netherlands 130 for 6. drinks break then. And the reason for the drinks break was a few repairs taking place to the bowlers' footholds. This is a used surface, remember. One of the problems that René van Eerschot had, of course, was that yesterday he wasn't able to get onto this surface to repair these footholds because the pitch was undercover all day because of heavy rain. So there's a considerable amount of indentation there, and what he's trying to do with those tools is just trying to flatten it out a little bit.
Well, you've seen he's broken the sledgehammer. He's working so hard, he's broken the sledgehammer. He's still a very strong man, is René. Yeah, spoke to him yesterday about it. Only an hour and a half they got to be able to spend out in the middle. So a lot of that time is spent on rolling and cutting the wicket. No opportunity to get the sledgehammer out, so... Yeah. So he's got some helpful hands this time. Young 19-year-old seamer. A better option than the 78-year-old groundsman.
The issue for the fast bowler is that he's caused the hole, or he's one of the bowlers who's caused that hole, but what that means is if your front foot lands on the edge of the hole rather than actually in the middle, you can twist your ankle quite badly. So what Nazim was trying to do, and René also, was just trying to level that hole out a little bit, so there's less of a steep incline on either side of it.
Yeah, it's all about stability at the crease. You want that foot to be able to land nice, flat and straight down. If you land on those corners of that hole, that foothold, it just sort of puts you off a little bit as a bowler. Harris Ralph and Naseem Shah have been excellent up front, and they've only been complemented even more by the spinners. Mohamed Nawaz has come and bowled 7 overs from that far end, the airport end, and just strung it up beautifully. So a lot of work to be doing here for the Dutch.
Change in bowling right now over.
Logan van Beek does have first class hundreds under his belt, so definitely no mug with the bat. Definitely not an all-rounder, but more of a bowler who can bat. And Buster later, oh, he's got to start, and he's in now. He's 47 not out, facing 73 deliveries, so he's now going to have to the majority, if not the entirety of this innings, for the Dutch to get to anything near competitive, because there is turn.
So first time we're going to see Naseem Shah in this series from the pavilion end. All the work he's done thus far has been from the airport end. He's going to be operating to Logan van Beek.
Broken.
You are. That's how hard the surface is. And here it is.
That's been stuck in that shed for a long time. No club cricket has ever asked for the pitch to be stamped down. So poor old René, he's going to have to go and get that fixed. So I'm sure the Dutch bowlers will want the same again.
It's not that.
Off to the tool shed. Selfie first, though.
White stop.
Well, he's a big figure in world cricket, actually, René van Eerschot, because he was formerly chairman of the KNCB, and as a result, he became a director of the ICC in the mid-2000s. So I've known him for many years through that role.
I've known him for many years because he's my landlord. He's a brilliant man, René van Eerschot, also now current chairman of VOC, so he's not just the groundsman here, he also is the chairman of both the football and the cricket departments, so there is a balancing act here in the Netherlands that he does have, so loves to be able to spend his time out in the middle, but he also spends a lot of time in the boardroom too, so yeah, he's really enjoyed having these games here. Always loves having international cricket here.
Yes. Nano, mahal na di ka na mas kiki na.
Hey!
Lazy fielding at mid-on there. Otherwise, just not quite aware. Slater able to scramble through. Takes him one away from 50 here. There he is. The man in front of us. What have you done there, Renee?
Broken my elephant leg.
He's here 6 AM this morning, 6 AM yesterday, 6 AM the previous few days, so it's hard work. End of the over then. 31 gone, 134 for 6.
Well, that graphic is the very definition of feast or famine, I think, isn't it? Great partnership between Cooper and Deleda, but absolutely nothing to speak of apart from that.
It's just the tail of the tape, really. It comes down to it. 3 for 8. First 3 wickets, and then 3 for 11. Second 3.
50 for Baz Deleda. It's his second 50 in one-day international cricket, his second 50 of the international summer here in the Netherlands as well, in one-day internationals too. He got 56 against England at the VRA. Bear in mind as well, he got 2 half-centuries in the 2020 international series against New Zealand, so he's in prime form at the moment.
Yeah, very well played, Baz Deleda. He's been excellent again today. He soaked up a lot of pressure, got that chance early. That dropped it, slipped on naught, so he's made him pay.
Fifth highest run scorer in the 2022 top classer as well. Captain's his side, VCC. This is his one-day international summer here in the Netherlands. Strike rate, he still needs to improve that, no question about that.
Ever developing as Baz Deleda. You've definitely seen him come of age over the last 6-7 months. He has been very, very hard at work on his game. Since that series that you were in Qatar, we've obviously seen him struggling. It's been his ability now to try and manoeuvre the ball a bit more. We're seeing that. On top of that, we're also seeing his bowling come to the fore, being trusted with 10 overs on Tuesday, now batting regularly at 4 in this lineup. Yeah, he's a man that has immense potential and is starting to realise it.
Over.
End of the over, 32 gone, 137 for 6. Big googly there from Shadab. Turn and bounce back into the right-hander. Do you know, if I had a rupee for every selfie that Mohamed Nawaz has taken on the boundary over the last couple of days, I'd have a lot of rupees. Mohamed Nawaz might also have a lot of phones as well if he if he kept some of them.
Logan van Beek not sure which way that was turning. Had to pick it off the pitch. Got his back down just in time.
Logan van Beek on strike now at the end of this summer. I understand he's likely to be heading to India with New Zealand A. And then, of course, comes the 2020 World Cup in Australia after that. Pulled and very fortunate in the end. He didn't find mid-wicket. Fielder there, Fakhar Zaman.
Yeah, nice height on this delivery from Naseem Shah. Got it quite high. And right off the splice. Could well have coughed that straight into mid-wicket's hands. Gets away with it. Van Beek has to be sharp here, because the Leiden needs someone in support of him if the Dutch are going to get anything competitive on the board.
Yes, they'll have readjusted their sights, I'm assuming. We're talking around 280 before play got underway. You'd have thought now 250 maybe?
I mean, looking at those current predictions, you've got to look now, those middle overs are going to extend. So what we mean by that is, you know, that over 40, you look to sort of power hit the last 10 overs, but with the amount of wickets lost, those overs are going to reduce. It's going to be a lot more of middle over batting, a lot more of noodling ones, a lot more of taking your time and probably only being able to attack those last 4 or 5 overs.
Ball a little bit softer now, and also Naseem Shah operating from this pavilion end where we've seen that more tennis bally bounce than the quicker carry that he's had from the airport end. Shot for LBW. I have to say that looked to me as though it was heading down leg side.
10 seconds.
And Babar Azam says, okay, we'll go upstairs.
PV umpire to director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I've checked the front foot, it's a fair delivery. Can I have front on first, please? Looks close to the bet. I would like to have Ultra to confirm if there was bet or no bet. Freeze, yeah, clear gap between bet and pad. Yeah, can I have ball tracking when available? Original decision is not out. Pitching outside off. Impact umpire's call. Wickets missing. Nathan, you can stay with your decision. Stand by. Stand by. You can signal now.
I have to say, live action, it looked a very hopeful appeal, and the review confirmed that. That was a very poor review by Pakistan.
Yeah, almost in a review of desperation. In 40 for 6, the Dutch. I don't know if that was quite necessary. Even though that could come back to bite them later on in this innings.
Stride forward by Van Beek. End of the over, 33 gone, 140 for 6. Well, here's the Dutch schedule at home this summer, and not an awful lot to shout about thus far. 9 matches played in one-day internationals and 2020 internationals here, and all of them lost. But bear in mind, of course, this summer also includes the T20 World Cup qualifiers. They took place in Zimbabwe in July, and they won 4 of those 5 matches, including the all-important semi-final against the USA. So as a result of that, the Dutch are on their way to Australia in October. So even though the bare facts there suggest it's been a poor summer for the Dutch, actually it's been anything but, because there's been a lot of potential and promise shown in those matches they've lost as well here in the Netherlands.
Oh yeah, Shady, yeah,
Yeah, a lot of learnings taken from those 6 ODIs prior to that World Cup qualifier. The experience of playing high-level quality opposition, something that you cannot replicate. Against the West Indies, having been in the coaching staff for that series, was one of disappointment and frustration. They felt like they should have competed more as the Dutch. They should have been able to probably be able to scrape one victory somewhere along the line there. Talked a little bit about that loss they had earlier on.
Well, there were 2 games against the West Indies, wasn't there? There was game 2, where I think they had the West Indies 99 for 5 and missed a vital run out, and then there was game 3 where they were chasing 300 to win, and they were something like 160 for 2 and could comfortably have got across the line, but they just let it get away from them.
That's what we talk about when those opportunities missed. Against England, okay, that was a bit of a step up. That batting lineup was absolutely ferocious and powerful. They kind of struggled against the ability of how to bowl to players of such calibre. At the end of 34 overs, Netherlands 142 for 6.
Who's been part of our commentary team there in the foreground throughout the early part of the summer, Peter Boren, now part of the coaching setup, the former Dutch captain, one of the 5 players for the Netherlands to have topped 1,000 runs in one-day international cricket. Mohamed Wasim back into the attack, replacing Nazim Shah.
Looking back at this international summer, those 2 T20s against New Zealand, second game they were thoroughly outclassed. Mitchell Santner played an absolutely superb innings, came in at number 3 as a pinch hitter and took on. But at that game 1, they definitely had chances in that one also. Nothing shot by Delader. Haven't seen that very often from him today. He's generally got in good positions, let the ball come to him. Sort of a bit of a stabby shot, trying to access that ball to third man, but his inability to the ball. That's that slight tailback, that's that real Pakistan trait of that slightly collapsed wrist inwards that allows that seam to come back in and to still allow some movement off the ball throughout the innings.
I was chatting with some of the players and also match officials in the light of the first game on Tuesday. I think it was identified that Mohamed Wasim was the bowler who was probably getting more reverse swing than anyone else in that previous encounter. 9 overs, 1 for 55 on Tuesday. Oh, there's an appeal for a run out. Initially, Mohamed Wazim was appealing for LBW. He then reacted quite quickly to throw the stumps down, and in fact we're going upstairs.
TV umpire to director. There's the umpire view for run out. Can I have your side on angle, please? Just keep on rolling. Free set. Yeah, I'm ready with my decision. My decision is not out. I repeat, not out.
Just Michael Goff making sure there Van Beek had grounded his bat beyond the line, which clearly he did. And in the end, they got 2 overthrows.
Sign of desperation from Van Beek. Big dive back in. Take the 2 runs as well. Little misfield down there by Nassim Shah when he was backing up.
Easy. No!
Cush still out on the deep backward point boundary. I think that will have to be looked at by the third umpire. It's all happening out there in this over, isn't it? Desperate effort to get back by Delader at the non-strikers end. 35 gone, 148 for 6. Again, good desperation from Delader. Leg spin of Shadab operating from the airport end.
It's been tidy in his first 8 overs. He's going back to finish his spell. Looking for a wicket. He's bowled pretty well today. Couple of short balls that has been punished. Big period of the game for the Dutch.
Oh!
That's now Delader's highest score in one-day internationals, going past the 56 he made against England in June.
What's the last on Saturday?
120 euros.
Oh. Oh, well bought.
Having to be very watchful here, the Dutch, because if they lose another wicket here, they really are in a terrible situation. These two, the last really recognised batters, so just can't take any chances, really. End of the over, 5 runs from it, 36 gone, 153 for 6.
Beautiful sunny afternoon here in Rotterdam, Netherlands. Well, they've scrapped away back into the contest and then handed the initiative back to Pakistan. 153 for 6. Short Basleda wants nothing to do with it. Mohammed Wasim, 89 miles an hour. Well, a little bit of movement out there, a little bit of movement in the air. I've got Pierce Fletcher alongside me talking about reverse swing. Over to you, sir.
Not something I was particularly adept at, but something I can potentially talk to a little bit in terms of the fact of what Mohammed Wasim's doing. So because of the way he releases the ball, you see how my wrist is on a slight tilt. Come back to it. See that? And we'll see that wrist comes out on a slight angle, so when the ball comes out, it allows the ball to just tail back in towards the right-handed batter and away from the left-hander. Generally that means that one side of the ball is a little bit heavier than the other, and it just means that the weight of the ball allows the ball to tail back in.
And also will take the batter by surprise, so the batter will be expecting the ball to go the other way. Happens a lot, subcontinental, abrasive conditions. And you fast bowlers will often be very particular about who holds the ball from keeper back to the bowler, because if you've got sweaty hands, they say stay away from the ball. If you someone who sweats a lot